if you have a dog that's unable to interact with other dogs in a positive manner because they're highly reactive, then make sure to watch this video, because we have a one-to-one training session today with Pippa. Now, we've been on a journey so far and went from a dog who was very lungy, very reactive towards all dogs, to today we're actually going to be working on interactions. So it's going to be a really solid session. Make sure to stay tuned to see exactly how we finally overcome that bit of fear. And of course, if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button and turn your notifications on as well. Yeah. You ready, Pip? Yeah? Should we head on in? Yeah? Shall we? Ready? Yeah, just through here. How we doing? Good stuff, of course. We just take this little line here. How we doing? So, we just come up a little bit closer. We just come to around about here. I usually pick Archie because he's really neutral, he's really calm, doesn't care about dogs whatsoever. Once he finishes water, Archie grabs his attention. How you doing, Holly? You alright? How you doing? You okay? No, you don't need to apologise. How you doing, Arch? You okay? Handsome. Excellent. So when you're ready, you can just do a couple of steps closer and then another little sit, a bit of eye contact again. Good stuff. Good girl, Pip. Lovely. Excellent. So I know one thing as well, what you mentioned is if you interact with a dog, then she might go a little bit reactive then. Yeah, so I'd say be ready with a short but slack lead on that. And as you go to interact with Archie, reward her for seeing that happen. And hopefully she doesn't react at all. Okay. Yeah? And hopefully she doesn't care at all, which... Nice, so and then just call her name. Just call her name. Yeah. Good, lovely. Another little step in. And as you get closer, just a shorter but slack lead for me, please, Michael, yeah? Notice how you just use a little bit of body language then as well, just to make sure I break that focus. Yeah, just a small step in, a little rock in, bit of eye contact. Sit. Yeah, a lot of gaming stuff, isn't it? Pip. Watch. Good girl. Pip, sit. Nice and calm, isn't it? See how I just handled that as well? Yeah, if I want to fuss another dog. So I'm still just got those boundaries there. So I'm not giving her the opportunity to lunge and react. Sit. Go, we're done. Done. Pip. Pip, pip. Go. That's it. Go. Yeah, again, same thing, yeah. Rocking forward. Getting her to sit, use my body language as well. Pip, pip. This way. Go. Sit. I know you're trying to avoid the situation. I can see you avoiding the situation. Yeah. Pip. Sit. Go. Good girl. That's better. That's good. So one thing to keep an eye on is any hard stares. If she's not hard staring, she just has a gentle look, looks away, you can reward that behaviour. If it's any hard staring, that's when I'm a little bit, no, actually, we've got to break that as well. This way. Sit, Pippa, sit. Go. Nice bit of curiosity. Go, Pip. Pip, Pip. Still got to listen though, thank you. Pip, down. Go. Go down. Nice settle. Look at that. You're not too bothered now. You want to say hi? Thanks. No. So I'm going to pass the lead back then, guys. This way. Pip. But first signs of curiosity, which is quite nice. You see how she's sitting there, air scenting. Good thing, that is. It means that she's a bit curious, wants to get to know. So as we see more and more of that, I'm sure she'll actually be comfortable enough to interact. But again, we've got to work at her pace.
Been doing this.
Nice, that's good. Even as Morris runs around, that's nice. Sit.
Good, look at me.
Okay, Pip. Good girl. Lovely. Better. Oh, Penny.
Nice.
Good, that's better. Nearly. No hard stairs, which is quite nice. We could do a little walk around towards them as well, actually. Thank you, Cooper. Good, thank you. This is really beneficial for Pippa just to be around him. Good, that's really nice. Reward that for sure. Again, no hard stairs at any puppies. Really nice. Your buddy. I was going to say, I've got some as well, guys.
We bought so much today, we've got provisions.
That's good, that's much better.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, she's not caring, which is nice. It's good. Yeah, cool.
Good.
Yeah, brilliant. And we'll end the interaction there. That's nice. Thank you, Rudy. Thank you, buddy. Very good of you. Yeah, so with the dogs in the home, we have a process, and it takes him about 10 days to be fully relaxed with that new dog in the home. And the way we have to do it is because, again, I know it's his territory, etc., and it's bringing another dog in. If it's a female, no problem whatsoever. If it's a male, then that's when he might get a little bit antsy. So what we do with that is the first few days of interactions will be very much muzzle on, lead on. Yeah, making sure everything's safe. I'm correcting him so he's not trying to set boundaries for the puppy, but actually the boundaries come from me instead. Yeah, so he understands actually, you know, it's still my household, and he has to follow my rules essentially, right? Yeah. And then kind of once I've got that, that's nice and reliable, then I go to start to drop the lead, and there's muzzle one still. Okay, now I start to build up that relationship, and then after about the 10-day mark, that's when I feel comfortable to take that muzzle off. But just mate, hello buddy, hello buddy, hello buddy. Oh. You ready, Auntie? I say just make sure you got Pippa in the right position when you're doing so. So I would never, at this early stage of training, wouldn't have her right there, but have her over here. Bop, yep. And your lead hand is going to be a bit straight arm. Yeah, about here. Oh. I did not in the down. Go sit. Yeah. So you're about here. Yeah. So you've always got that control. Yeah. So I know that's one thing you mentioned. I'm like, okay, that's one thing you've mentioned in the past where if you interact with a dog, fuss a dog, she might. Yeah, so that's what I'm always, okay, let's make sure we've got structure first. Reward her for seeing that happen. After a good few times, now, okay, you can ease up on the boundaries a bit. Yeah? Cool. Yeah? You want to give him a, feel free. You can give him a treat. Just make sure you got that nice structure on the lead. Yeah, good stuff. Boom, good. Lovely. Perfect. Good. So yeah, so again, we'll go slightly shorter, just ever so slightly. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so still slack, but it's a short lead, just to make sure that if she does decide to lunge, that she can't get anywhere near the other dog, yeah? It's the whole idea. Good girl, well done, good girl, I've seen that happen. She starts to interact with more dogs, she starts to understand, actually, you know what, it's quite nice interacting with these dogs. And then what you'll start to see is she starts being a bit too overconfident herself. So generally they start to go from one way to the other, and then we just need to balance back out again. So when it comes to the interactions, just remember 1 in 10 is good. Yeah, 1 in 10 is good. Other than that, it should be hill walking with you. So hopefully we can keep it nice and balanced. Amazing one-to-one training session there with Pippa, and it's so lovely to see that progress already in such a short space of time, where she went from reactive, lunging towards other dogs, to today she was actually able to interact with a few dogs very calmly as well. So really lovely training journey there. I hope you have watched all the other videos, and of course if you haven't done so, then make sure to do so already. They're all on our channel, and I hope you have enjoyed this video as well. Of course, if you have, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, and turn your notifications on as well.